Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for the evening, former Duck 3 sport athlete and recent Oregon Athletics Hall of Fame honoree, Jordan Kent.
Thank you. It's amazing what 20 bucks can get you nowadays. How's everybody doing tonight? Good. Well, welcome to the third annual O Show. This is our second year in a row here at the McDonald Theater, and we're excited to celebrate the wonderful year of accomplishments we saw from not only individuals, but from teams. And let's talk about what an amazing time it was for Oregon Athletics. Specifically, I want to focus on the senior class and all of the amazing feats that you've accomplished during your 4 years here. Just take a moment and think about everything our teams have done since you arrived here on campus in 2014. I mean, has there ever been a better 4-year run in the history of athletics here at the University of Oregon? You look at everything that's been done and all the comprehensive excellence that we've seen on and off the field, and it's a lot to really reflect on for this senior class. The two best finishes in the history of the Directors' Cup have happened over the last 2 years. And for Oregon, a 9th place finish in 2016-17 is the highest ranked finish for any school boasting 20 or fewer sports programs. So give that a round of applause here. Now let's take things a step further here and really break down everything that's happened. A national title in men's golf. Who remembers that moment right there? They're making another national tournament appearance this year. And then, of course, you can't forget about Oregon alum Aaron Wise, who just won the Byron Nelson yesterday. I've been told all drinks are on him afterwards. There have also been 3 Elite 8 appearances, 1 Final Four, multiple Pac-12 conference championships, and Pac-12 tournament titles won by our basketball programs. Women's golf has made 3 consecutive NCAA appearances, and that also included an Elite 8 run. Now, softball. They won another Pac-12 title, and they just won their 9th consecutive regional and didn't even allow a single run in doing so. This weekend, they get a chance to play for their 3rd College World Series in a row, so give them a round of applause as well. During your time here, seniors, we've also had a college football playoff national title game appearance, a Rose Bowl win, and a little award called the Heisman Trophy. There's also first-round draft choices and more than 30 draft choices across all the sports when you look at baseball, basketball, softball, football, and lacrosse. Men's tennis and women's tennis had a banner year. They won their first-round match in the same year for the first time ever, less than 10 days ago. Men's tennis has won a first-round match in 3 consecutive years, and the women's tennis NCAA tournament win was their first in 14 years. Lacrosse beat multiple ranked teams this year and shattered team and individual school records. And last but not least, let's talk about the Triple Crown. And no, I'm not speaking about American Pharoah and horse racing, even though it was the first horse to win a Triple Crown in 37 years during your freshman year. However, you look at track. No one would ever think someone would win the Triple Crown, but the women's team, cross country, the indoor title, and the outdoor title. How about that? That's also in addition to like the 5,000 All-Americans that the team boasted on the men's and women's side as well too, and all of the multiple championships over the last couple of years. And we're also in the midst of a tremendous run of success by our acrobatics and tumbling squad. And while I was fortunate enough to compete in 3 sports here at Oregon, I couldn't touch that acrobatic and tumbling stuff. It'd be like somebody throwing a rake down the stairs. So I look at those athletes, very impressive what they've been doing. Let's give them a round of applause. So seniors, you're leaving a tremendous legacy of success that everyone in the room has contributed to and is building upon in the future. And one other thing I'll point out in terms of the legacy, it's more about what happens off the field and the impact you're making in lives in the community. There's a project started by Caitlin Wong from soccer to benefit St. Baldrick's Foundation and childhood cancer research. With assists from her teammates, fellow senior Gwen Svegas and the softball team, and many other teams and athletes in the room. That project, it raised more than $75,000 to help benefit children's cancer research. So this legacy goes far beyond all the incredible accomplishments. Thank you to Caitlin, the soccer team, the softball team, and everyone else who took part in this event. And thanks to all of you here tonight for what you contribute to the University of Oregon. There's athletes, there's coaches, there's trainers, there's support staff. All of you play a vital role in really making the University of Oregon one of the finest athletic institutions in the nation. So give yourselves a round of applause. So it's an award show, so here's how things work tonight. Student athletes for the 10 categories voted on each award. Those nominations were then narrowed down to tonight's final nominees, which were then voted on by the staff and the athletes as well too. Final nominees will also have members from the department staff that will verify the votes, and then we'll find out who the winners are tonight. But we've changed things up just a little bit. It wouldn't be Oregon if there wasn't a little bit of change from year to year. In the past, we've gone strictly on the academic calendar. We all know the athletic calendar is more fun than the academic calendar. And so what we're going to be doing is taking performances that started on May 1st, 2017, and count all those up until April 30th, 2018, because there's a lot of accomplishments that happen in the postseason for the spring sports that don't get a chance to get recognized because of the timing. So those that did the job in 2017, you'll get a chance to win an award tonight. While we have focused on the senior class so far, our first award of the night honors Who's Next. We recognize the standout performances by our first-year student athletes. Here to present Freshman of the Year is head coach Keenan Wan from Acro and Tumbling and head men's golf coach Casey Martin. Going down. All right, thank you so much.
Short. Competing at the highest level of college athletics is a challenge for any student athlete, particularly those in their first year. But once again, this year, there are several freshmen who turned in outstanding performances.
And we have 6 nominees for Freshman of the Year, all of which have made incredible accomplishments for their team, and we look forward to seeing what they do in the future as Ducks. And the nominees are
Freshman of the Year, Charles Roberts, men's tennis. Julia Lillian, women's tennis. Jordan Scott, football. Satu Sabali, women's basketball. Mary Iacopo, softball. Cooper Tier, men's cross country.
What an incredible group of nominees, and I'm sure it's not the last time we'll see those 6 for O-Show honors. This year's O for Freshman of the Year goes to women's basketball, Satu Sabali.
A freshman from Berlin, Germany, Satu Sabali earned Pac-12 Conference Freshman of the Year honors as well. She averaged 10.9 points and 3.7 rebounds per game for the Pac-12 regular season and tournament champion women's basketball team.
I'm still eating, but thank you and congrats to the other nominees. I mean, Oregon is amazing and I'm happy to be here. Thanks.
Well, the great thing about freshmen is that they become sophomores and they get a chance to show what they can do the following season. And after a full year of experience at Oregon, the next group of student athletes took their game to the next level the very next year. The Doyle Higdon Memorial Award honors the former U of O football and track star of the same name who was killed in an accident following his sophomore year. And it's awarded to a sophomore student athlete on the basis of athletic achievement, scholarship, and citizenship. To present this year's Higdon Award, please welcome Matt Ulmer, who is entering his second year as our head volleyball coach, and assistant lacrosse coach, Michelle Tumalo.
Take a bow, guys. Take a bow. There you go. That's good. Nicely done. That's it. Very good. Whose kids are these? I have no. The impact of the dreaded sophomore slump is well documented, as there are countless cases in college athletics of standout freshmen who struggled to maintain their level of same performance. But no one mentioned that to these 6 standout sophomores who elevated their play even higher in their second year at Oregon.
These 6 sophomores include All-Americans both athletically and academically, and is a collective group of student athletes who dominated in their second year at UO. The nominees are
Higdon Award. Justin Herbert, football. Ruthie Hebard, women's basketball. Katie Rainsberger, women's cross country. Shannon Rhodes, softball. Julia Eschett, women's tennis. Jessica Yu, women's soccer.
Goes to Justin Herbert. Good job.
A sophomore from Eugene, Justin Herbert, earned academic All-American honors at the quarterback position. He led the Ducks to 49.1 points per game in his 8 games played and threw for 15 touchdowns while rushing for 5 more.
Herbert taking an exam.
Great to see Justin hitting the weight room this offseason. Love it right there. Like the hair, too. An exceptional student-athlete experience that culminates in graduation is at the core of our mission with Oregon Athletics, and this next award honors faculty members who have gone above and beyond to help out student-athletes succeed as much off the field as they do on the field. To present the Faculty Award, here are Gwen Svekis from softball and Cody Shear from football.
A good teacher can take a mandatory class and make it interesting. A great teacher can take an interesting class and make it life-changing, setting students on new paths in life that can be incredibly rewarding.
The nominees in this category are not just great teachers, but they understand the rigorous schedule of a student athlete and have worked really hard to provide an environment for success both in the classroom and athletically. The nominees for the Faculty Award are
Best Faculty Member, Troy Elias, Assistant Professor, Journalism. Jill Harrison, Associate Professor, Sociology. Mike Carrier, Senior Instructor, Biology. Michael Hames Garcia, Professor, Ethnic Studies. Michael Kostyo, Organic Lab Senior Instructor, Chemistry and Biochemistry.
And the O goes to Troy Elias, who I've had and is awesome.
An assistant professor of journalism, Troy Elias has areas of expertise in advertising, race and ethnicity, and information and communication technology. He teaches advertising and culture and understanding media.
So I was told to present a appreciation speech, which acceptance speech, which I did not do because I was not actually expecting to win. So this is a little bit awkward. I was also really looking forward to my highlight reel, but they say that nothing good, happens alone, or nothing great. And so I'd like to thank, my wonderful fiance, Saturday Flores, my really good friend Mark, my boss, Deb Morrison, Juan Carlos Moeda. But I really want to thank the students that have allowed me sort of the privilege to work with them over the course of the 3 years that I've been here. And I just want to say, let's go Ducks.
Hi, I'm Veronica Stone, and today I'm going to interview student athletes to see if they're smarter than a 5th grader. What is the closest planet to the sun?
It's Mercury?
Yes. It's not Venus. It's Mercury.
I'm gonna go with Mercury.
Genius! A cylinder has how many sides?
2.
Yes. Who discovered electricity? Nope.
Wait, can I? Wait, I have no idea.
Okay, I'll give you. So we have Albert Einstein, we have Andrew Jackson, and we have Benjamin Franklin.
Albert Einstein.
Benjamin Franklin.
We are recognizing student athletes tonight. The mission of an exceptional student athlete experience and broad-based excellence is also supported by a dedicated support staff of professionals here at Oregon. These are the people who help navigate everything from class schedules to injuries to logistics to anything else a student athlete encounters in their daily life here at Oregon. Here to present the award for Best Staff Member are golfers Petra Salko and Kevin Ganiza.
Good evening, everybody. We are fortunate to have such a dedicated support staff here at Oregon, and we appreciate all the work that happens every single day to provide such a great experience for our student athletes.
The nominees this year are totally dedicated to our student athletes and have gone above and beyond to assist us to be at our best. The nominees for Best Staff Member are
Best Staff Member, Matthew Voss, Strength and Conditioning. Vanessa Gomez, Athletic Training. Grant Wilson, Athletic Training. Wendy Pierpont, Learning Specialist. Erica Kendrick, Athletic Training.
And the O goes to our very own Matthew Voss.
A graduate assistant strength and conditioning coach, Matthew Voss, joined the Oregon Athletic Department in January of 2016.
So I'm just gonna start off by saying I wish they picked a better picture. But yeah, like so many other people have said, it takes a village, right, to do what we do here at the University of Oregon, and I'm blessed just to be a part of that village and be able to play just a small role to help our student athletes achieve all their goals on and off the court or off the field. So more than anything, this goes out to you guys. Thank you for helping me be better, and I love you guys.
We're going to come down here because we're getting set for a special performance here shortly, but I'm pretty sure I saw Coach Cristobal in the crowd. Coach, are you here? Can we get a round of applause for Coach Cristobal, especially his players? Coach, it's great to have you here. It's going to be great to have you here next year. No problem, Jordan, walking by. Because, you know, last year, the guy that was here last year kind of said he was going to be here for a while, but, you know, he said he was going to do something, and he did something all right, but it's great to have you here forever. I know you're going to be here forever and ever and ever. And speaking of things that seem to never end and will always be here, how about a round of applause for men's track? I was down in Palo Alto covering the meet for Pac-12 championships. They just won their 12th straight conference championship. It's not even fair anymore. Obviously, NCAAs would take place here at Hayward Field in a couple of weeks. Well, as you know, all of you have put in an incredible amount of work to become the athletes that you are today. But we also acknowledge that so many of you use that same work ethic and dedication and commit it to talents. Right now, we're going to take a break from our awards for a moment and highlight our student athletes' talent in another craft. And here to perform her original song, Who I Am, please welcome Julia Dale from women's tennis.
I'm Julia.
Hi. All right, so I could stand here and tell you guys what inspired me to write the song or what the song means to me, but who cares? We're all going through stuff and dealing with our own things, and what the song means to me may be completely different from what it means to you, if it means anything at all. My goal for tonight and for this performance was to sing you guys a song with lyrics that maybe you'd be able to relate to or connect with on any level. Because as different as we all are, or as different as we all like to think we are, we're also very similar. So the song is called Who Am I? I forgot who I was, like I ever knew. I don't know who I am, will I ever know? The truth is what tries to hurt me, the fact that I'm afraid of my own shadow and losing control. No, while I'm busy trying to be good enough for you. Know that I've lost touch with myself. It's true, I can barely look at myself now, at my own reflection, without feeling like something's missing. You make me weak. How do I make myself strong? You stress me out. How do I calm myself down? You've built me up and torn me down. How do I take back control? You see, the truth is what tries to hurt me, the fact that I'm afraid of my own shadow and losing control. No, while I'm busy trying to be good enough for you. Know that
I've lost touch with myself, it's true. I can barely look at myself now, at my own reflection, without feeling like something's missing. So who am I without you? Said, who am I if you strip away the fear? Yeah, who am I without you? Yeah, who am I? Strip away the fear and let go of the lies that only hold you back. And don't be your own worst enemy. Life's already hard. I keep trying to be okay, but I get in my way, and it's like trying to see the light without opening my eyes. Who am I? I said without you I don't know yet. Who am I? Without you I don't know yet. Who am I? Without you I don't know.
Thank you guys for performing with me. That's the awesome band here. All right.
Let's give it up one more time for Julia, and I think the awesome band, as it was called here. Obviously an exciting time of the year here for Oregon Athletics as the spring sports wind down. How many people here are going to go watch the softball team take care of business against Kentucky? Also, some other exciting developments. We have 4 women's basketball players here that are going to be representing Team USA at the FIBA Women's 3-on-3 World Championships in the Philippines. Let's show them some love. Then obviously track and field taking place at a historic Hayward Field as they look to try and win titles on the men's and women's side here. Well, one thing that makes the University of Oregon unique is athletic success also includes a dedication to making a positive impact in our community. O Heroes is a community outreach program that is imitated, but let's be honest, never duplicated by schools around the country. The commitment by our student athletes and coaches to impact our community is unrivaled, and the name O Heroes accurately explains what these student athletes are to the community. Heroes to the kids and the people in the community that look up to and have so much respect for them. Here to present the Witham O Heroes Award, and speaking of the Witham family, I believe they are here. Do we have them here in the audience right now by any chance? I've heard a round of applause. Yes, yeah, stand up and give them a round of applause here. Thank you for all that you do to help support the O Heroes program. So joining us to present this award, the Witham O Heroes Award, is O Heroes co-directors Devin Michael from lacrosse, Austin Tharp from track and field, and football freshman Jordan Scott.
While the great moments in competition create lifelong memories for all of us, it's the work in the community that has the greatest impact on children who will be the next generation of citizens and perhaps student athletes.
There are many O Heroes events, and as is the case for every year, there are a handful of athletes who go above and beyond with their time and efforts to provide the maximum benefit to the community.
For the third consecutive year, this award is named the Witham O Heroes Award in honor of Patrick and Melanie Witham, who donate $5,000 per year to recognize an Oregon student athlete who places great importance on social responsibility. The winner of this award chooses a nonprofit organization to receive $5,000 from the Witham family. The nominees for this award are
O Heroes Award. Women's Soccer, St. Baldrick's Foundation Bald Fest. Baseball, Team Impact.
Ready? And the O goes to baseball, Team Impact.
In conjunction with Team Impact, Oregon Baseball signed 15-year-old right-hander James Dahl to a national letter of intent. Dahl was stricken with Rasmussen's encephalitis 6 years ago and has been a valuable addition to the Oregon Baseball clubhouse.
Hi. I wish they would have went in more into kind of what we do with James. James is an awesome kid, and we've been very blessed to spend time with James. It looks like we did some for James, but James did a lot for us. Getting to hang out with him every day. Comes to games, he spends time in the locker room with us, and he's a real positive light in our season. With how things have gone, it's been real nice to hang out with James. He's the best mini golfer I know, for sure. He beat all of us. But it's been a real blessing to have James here. And if you guys get a chance to come out to the game, we have games this weekend. Obviously, softball's playing. They got bigger things going on. But if you do get a chance, James hangs out with us a lot. So be sure to say hi to him and let him know that he's a great kid. And everything he's gone through has been real tough. But it's been great to hang out with him. So.
You've heard the phrase before, this person needs no introduction. Well, our next presenter clearly fits that title, but it'd be a little rude if I didn't present him, so let's make sure we give him his just due. Herb Yamanaka. There, I don't need to say anything else. Come here, Herbie. Herb Yamanaka is in his 66th year here at the University of Oregon. You don't look a day past 40.
Thank you.
And he came to Eugene from Hawaii back in 1952 when Dwight Eisenhower was elected President of the United States. The Pac-12 was the Pac-8, and gas cost 20 cents a gallon. By the way, the Yankees beat the Brooklyn Dodgers in the World Series that year. It's impossible to find anyone who has been more loyal or dedicated to a university than Herb has been to the University of Oregon. You'll also have a difficult time finding a more positive or optimistic person than Herb, who is the ultimate servant leader for our student athletes and who wants them to succeed on and off the field more than anything else in life. Herb's devotion to and love for this institution is shown in every daily interaction he has, and the Herb Yamanaka Pride Award honors a student athlete who epitomizes the spirit and passion of the Oregon Ducks. Here to present the Herb Yamanaka Oregon Pride Award is the man himself, Associate Athletic Director Herb Yamanaka, along with the head coach of the Pac-12 Women's Basketball Champions, Coach Kelly Graves.
legend right here. Congrats, buddy. All right, if you hear a Go Ducks being yelled, there's a good chance one of these student athletes is among the voices. Named after our true Oregon legend, the Herb Yamanaka Oregon Pride Award is presented to a student athlete who seemingly bleeds green and yellow in everything they do.
The 6 nominees for this outstanding award shows every day what it means to be a Duck. And the 6 nominees are outstanding student athletes, and the nominees for this award are
Yamanaka Oregon Pride Award, Caitlin Wong, Women's Soccer. Audie Gilden, Women's Basketball. Cherish Burks, Softball. Devin Michael, Women's Lacrosse. Sean Kilpatrick, Football. Peyton Pritchard, Men's Basketball.
It's your award. It's named after you, for crying out loud.
And the winner is Caitlin Wong, Women's Soccer.
A member of the Oregon soccer team during her career, Caitlin Wong earned Pac-12 All-Academic First Team honors. She also started the annual St. Baldrick's Day at Oregon that raised more than $75,000 during the last 2 years.
And we're going to accept this on behalf of Caitlin. As you guys know, oh, come on.
Thank you. As you probably know, I'm not Caitlin Wong. She's somewhere in London right now, I believe. But I got the pleasure of working with her towards St. Baldrick's and some other projects. And I think we should give her a big round of applause for all the work that she's done. She literally is one of those people that bleeds Oregon, bleeds green and yellow, and I can't think of anyone more deserving of this award. So thank you so much.
Thanks. Sorry about that. I was told
Are you sick, kiddo? No, I'm good, Coach. You know, if you're sick, it's a character flaw. We don't need you to be sick. That's why I don't like you living with your teammates. Because now everybody gonna be sick, and then the whole team gonna be sick. I'm not sick, Coach. All right, y'all ready for practice? It's your favorite drill. Low and slow.
Oh, Coach, no.
I'm Mike White from New Zealand, and if you take 2-3 from Washington, I'll bring back the stash.
God dang it, Jody! What are they doing? Kelly, it's fine. No! It's fine, Kelly, it's fine. Cut.
May or may not be some extra conditioning at practice. Moving on to our next award, which honors the student component of the phrase student athlete. Now let's be real. Is there any better academic facility in the country than the Jaquia Center? No, let's be real here. It has a moat, for crying out loud. In fact, more than half of the academic All-American awards that have been awarded here at Oregon have came since the Jaquia Center was built. Now, you've all been there before, whether it's early in the morning getting ready for homework or late at night studying for a test, working hard on your academic career just as you do your athletic career. And here to present this year's Jaquia Award are Associate Directors Dietrich Moore and Learning Specialist Jessica Lopez from the John E. Jaquia Academic Center.
Good evening, everyone. It is a great honor and pleasure to recognize and honor this year's JQA Award recipients. The JQA Award is presented annually to the graduating senior male and female student athletes who have the highest cumulative GPA.
These winners have exemplified what it means to truly define a student athlete, and it is a tremendous privilege to honor them and their body of work over 4 years tonight. Our first male recipient is
a redshirt senior from Ohio. Sam Prakel was the 2017 Pac-12 Men's Scholar Athlete of the Year, as well as a first-team indoor All-American. He is a biochemistry major and has earned a 3.89 GPA.
Wow, thank you. First of all, I want to thank everyone who worked to put on this event. I think it's awesome to go to a school that recognizes the success of its athletes, and both sides, being a student and an athlete. And yeah, thanks to all of my professors and advisors who helped me on this journey. Yeah, it's been an awesome 5 years. Thanks.
And this year's female recipient of the JQA Award is
a senior from Annapolis, Maryland. Natalie Moodley returned from a season-ending injury a year ago to finish with 27 goals and 4 assists in 18 games played this spring. A general science major, Natalie has earned a 3.91 GPA.
Natalie could not be here with us today, so we will accept this award on her behalf. Have a wonderful evening, and go Ducks.
Never heard this song before. Now, all of us who have played or watched sports remember exactly where we were when we witnessed certain moments. These are images etched in our brain from those times in which an amazing play or accomplishment happened, or something unexpected happened that reminds us that we all have had the privilege of being involved in something much greater. Here to present the award for Best Moment is GoDucks.com Editor-in-Chief, Rob Mosley.
From titles to touchdowns, from buzzer beaters to walk-off bombs, from tournament crowns to triple crowns, this is another great year for Duck sports moments that took our breath away and filled our hearts with pride. Here are this year's nominees for Best Moment.
Best Moment. Women's Track and Field, winning the Triple Crown. Softball, Shannon Rhodes walk-off home run versus UCLA. Men's tennis, win versus Washington. Women's basketball, Pac-12 tournament champions. Women's volleyball, match point versus Nebraska. Men's cross country, NCAA sixth place finish. Football, Tony Brooks James kickoff return for a touchdown in the first game of the season. Men's basketball, win versus Arizona. Women's soccer, St. Baldrick's Foundation Bald Fest. Women's tennis, win versus Northwestern.
And the O goes to the only ones to ever do it, women's cross country and track and field winning the Triple Crown.
Raven Rogers held off a USC runner at the end of the 4x400 relay to win the event, making the University of Oregon the first school to win national titles in cross country, indoor track and field, and outdoor track and field in the same season, the Triple Crown.
Thank you for this award. We'd like to thank everybody who's been there and supported our team. We worked really hard, all the way from cross country to indoor track to outdoor track. And that's it. Thanks.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
I'm just letting you guys know that the women's track and field team heads to regionals tomorrow morning, and so we have a small group here tonight, but we all really appreciate your vote, and go Ducks.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go.
Injuries are unfortunately a part of athletics. While they can be devastating at the time, they can set the stage for an epic return following those injuries. Even returning to competition is an accomplishment that requires tremendous time and effort, but there are those comebacks that truly inspire us, in which the athlete returns even better than before, and their performance exceeds all expectations. Here to present the nominees for Comeback Player of the Year are Associate Director of Athletic Medicine Kim Terrell and Athletic Trainer Heather Halseth.
This year's nominees for Comeback Player of the Year not only came back from serious injury, but they did so with exceptional performances.
And this road that these 5 nominees have navigated with tremendous grace and countless hours of hard work. The nominees for Comeback Player of the Year are
Comeback Player of the Year, Kaylee Niklos, acrobatics and tumbling. Natalie Modley, women's lacrosse. Miranda Ellish, softball. Tyrell Crosby, football. Jacob Goldfarb, baseball.
And the winner is Miranda Ellish.
A sophomore from Crown Point, Indiana, Miranda Ellish rebounded from an elbow injury to earn all Pac-12 honors this season. She is 20-1 this year for the Ducks with 2 saves and a 1.01 ERA.
This is a real honor. I actually hurt my ankle. I partially tore a tendon, but if it wasn't for my teammates and my coaches and Tracy helping me get back onto the field and inspiring me to get back on the field, I mean, I really wouldn't be here if this wasn't for them. So go Ducks and thank you.
Bill Bowerman once said, "God determines how fast you can run. I can only help with the mechanics." While Bill may have been the master at understanding his impact on his athletes, he is the gold standard for exceptional coaching that continues to this day at the University of Oregon. The 5 nominees for Coach of the Year have all had an incredible impact on their student athletes that is shown in their team's performances and continues to this day. The nominees for Coach of the Year are
Coach of the Year, Kelly Graves, women's basketball. Robert Johnson, track and field. Allison Silverio, women's tennis. Casey Martin, men's golf. Mike White, softball.
We have a tie. the first of two O's for Coach of the Year goes to Kelly Graves.
In his fourth season at Oregon, Kelly Graves led the Ducks to a 33-5 record and Pac-12 regular season and tournament championships. Oregon advanced to the Elite Eight for the second consecutive year.
I need to lose some weight or wear a different deal. Anyway, hey, thank you. I'm the luckiest person in the world. My team inspires me each and every day, as well as each and every one of you. I've just enjoyed watching all of you compete, and I love my team. All right, thank you.
And the second O for Coach of the Year goes to Robert Johnson, track and field.
Robert Johnson led the Oregon women's track and field program to the first ever Triple Crown in June, winning national championships in cross country, women's indoor track, and women's outdoor track.
Thank you very much. I'm clearly not Robert Johnson. I'm his assistant coach, but I do know if he was here, he would clearly dedicate this to our women's cross country and track and field team. So this is for them. Thank you very much. Go Ducks.
Who is on the $20 bill? Is he bald? No, he has hair. George Washington. It's Andrew Jackson. What years did the Civil War take place?
I'm an ethnic studies major. Don't tell me that. Don't ask me this one, please. This is bad.
Come on.
Is it in the
It's in the 1800s. Come on. Wow.
1806, 1816.
Year. Oh man, I'm gonna go with.
What'd you say?
1860.
Yeah, 1860s.
Hey! Yep. Okay.
Started in 1861. Genius. Who was the 44th president?
Barack Obama. My sister.
Who was the 44th president?
Obama.
There we go. What is the capital of New York?
Albany.
Yeah! Just tell me the capital of New York. There we go.
Student athlete. If you look at the last decade, you'll be hard-pressed to find a more successful overall women's sports program than the Oregon Ducks. And those teams have been so successful because of the amazing female athletes we have here at Oregon. To present this year's award for Female Athlete of the Year, please welcome softball senior Cherish Burks and head soccer coach Kat Mertz.
Everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started.
This year's Female Athlete of the Year nominees include 2 All-Americans, a starred third baseman, a standout tennis player, and a record-setting lacrosse senior, all of whom are first-class representatives of our great university.
Tonight's nominees have the opportunity to join the amazing legacy of athletes here at Oregon to be named Female Student Athlete of the Year.
Best Female Athlete. Katie Rainsberger, women's cross country. Sabrina Ionescu, women's basketball. Jenna Lilly, softball. Alyssa Tobita, women's tennis. Jill Zubalaga, women's lacrosse.
And the O goes to Sabrina.
A sophomore from Walnut Creek, California, Sabrina Ionescu earned first-team All-American honors and was named the Nancy Lieberman Point Guard of the Year this spring. She was the Pac-12 Player of the Year and scored 36 points in the Ducks' Pac-12 championship game win.
Thank you for this award. Thank you for my team. Couldn't have done this without you, my coaches, and congrats to everyone in this room. You guys are all amazing.
Yep, you can come this way. There is also a tremendous lineage and history associated with the men of Oregon. And to present this year's Male Athlete of the Year is softball assistant coach Chelsea Spencer and redshirt sophomore Rana Stone from track and field.
Tonight's nominees for Male Athlete of the Year have honored the great tradition of the men of Oregon by their performances this year.
Let's take a look at this year's nominees for Male Athlete of the Year.
Best Male Athlete: Norman Zhang, men's golf. Kyle Kasser, baseball. Sam Prakel, men's cross country. Troy Dye, football. Thomas Laurent, men's tennis.
And the O goes to Norman Zhang, men's golf.
A sophomore from Canyon Lake, California, Norman Zhang is the number 5 ranked player in the nation. His 5 single-season wins and 6 career victories are both Oregon records.
I'd just like to thank everyone for nominating me for this award, and also congrats to all the other nominees for this award. Great job on a fantastic season so far. I'd like to also, most importantly, thank the athletic department, as well as University of Oregon in general, for allowing me to fully fulfill my potential as a student athlete. All the support is so amazing, and I feel really proud and grateful to be a Duck. Go Ducks.
Hey, she say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me.
Congratulations, Norman. Casey Martin said in a recent interview that Norman is the best 19-year-old golfer he has seen since Tiger Woods. So Norman, we look forward to watching you in the Masters. I'm going to hit you up for some lessons after this because your boy shot a 98 the other day. So hopefully you can help me out with that. All of you remember how you felt the first day you walked onto the Oregon campus as a freshman. Equally powerful are the feelings when you know your time here is coming to a close, and the next 2 awards honor the incredible senior leadership we have within Oregon athletics right now. To present the Jackson Award, please welcome senior Allie Garwood from acrobatics and tumbling and the associate head coach of Oregon women's golf, Laura Seelick.
The Jackson Athletic Award is presented annually to an outstanding Oregon female senior student athlete on the basis of outstanding athletic ability, scholastic achievement, leadership ability, and inspiration to other athletes.
When you hear this award nominee, I know you'll agree that all 5 personify the award criteria and represent what college athletics is all about.
Jackson Award. Gwen Savekis, softball. Taylor August, women's volleyball. Caitlin Wong, women's soccer. Natalie Modley, women's lacrosse. Alexis Cross, acrobatics and tumbling.
The award goes to Gwen Svekis.
A senior from Davie, Florida, Gwen Savekis earned first-team All-Pac-12 honors this season. She is currently hitting .331 with a team-leading 16 home runs and 53 RBI for the Pac-12 champion Ducks.
Hey, wow, that's incredibly humbling. I first want to thank everyone that put on the O Show. This has been one of my favorite events every year, and it's gotten better and better every year, so thank you. I also want to thank my coaches for taking a chance on me and giving me the best 4 years of my life. I only wish I could restart them. So thanks, go Ducks.
To present this year's Emerald Athletic Award for the top male senior, please welcome Associate Head Coach of Track and Field and Cross Country, Coach Andy Powell, along with one of only 4 Oregon volleyball players to finish their career with 3,000 or more assists, Maggie Scott.
The Emerald Athletic Award is presented annually to a UO senior male student athlete on the basis of achievement, athletic, service, and scholarship.
The 3 outstanding seniors nominated for this year's Emerald Award have truly left their mark on the Oregon landscape. Here are this year's nominees.
Emerald Award, Sam Prakel, men's cross country. Cormac Clissold, men's tennis. Kyle Kasser, baseball.
And the O goes to Kyle Kasser.
A senior from Brea, California, Kyle Kasser is hitting .290 with a .394 on-base percentage and 10 stolen bases. He is a finalist for the Lowe's Senior Class Award and leads the team with 56 hits.
Oh man, this is so awesome. I just want to thank everyone who's helped me get to here to this point, my coaches, my teammates, family, and all the friends I've met along the way. It's been an awesome 4 years, and it's going to be tough leaving this place, but I'm real grateful for my time here, and just thank you so much. Go Ducks.
It's so hard not to stare at that honky-tonk, but don't get gone.
Name the 5 oceans.
Okay. Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, and Southern.
Okay.
The Pacific Ocean. The Atlantic.
Isn't there Indian?
3.
Arctic.
4.
The Bikini Bottom.
The Bikini Bottom?
It's the Bikini Bottom.
Southern. The Southern.
Oh, right. I didn't even know that was an ocean.
If you have a rectangular box that's 4 by 11 inches, what's its perimeter?
44. Oh, that's not 15. I am lost.
Let's see. You said 4 by 11. 11, 22, 4, 8, 30.
Yes. Genius.
Student athletes. Last year, the University of Oregon finished 9th in the Directors' Cup, the best finish in the history of the university. It was also the highest finish for any school that has no more than 20 sports. The reason for this strong finish was because of the performances of so many great teams and athletes in this room, and now is the time of the show when we honor those teams that really stood out this past year. Here to present the award for the best male team are Deputy Athletic Director Lisa Peterson and redshirt sophomore middle distance runner Mick Stanovsek.
Before we get to the male team, I do want to say thank you to the large amount of people who put on this show, but a big thank you to Teresa Lovelace and everything that she has done. I don't know if you guys know, but there's probably been 15 adjustments within the last 3 hours before the show started. So thank you to you, Jimmy Stanton, our amazing, amazing video and audio crew, Devin Shane, his staff, and again, there's a whole lot more, but the SAC student athletes who are a part of it, just thank you guys so much for all of it. You know that we have a very high standard of excellence at Oregon Athletics, and the nominees for Male Team of the Year certainly live up to that standard.
Best men's team. Men's cross country. Men's track and field. Men's tennis. Men's golf.
The O goes to men's golf.
Following their national championship season in 2016, the men's golf team finished second in the nation in 2017 at the NCAA Championships. The team improved to 7-3 all-time in championship match play.
We'd just like to say thank you. Norman, still here. He's still here. We had a pretty good run of success the last couple of years and hoping to continue it next week when we head to nationals in Oklahoma. Thank you, guys.
And good luck, of course, to men's golf and the NCAA tournament here as they get set to take off later this week. And now, to present our last award of the evening, the Female Team of the Year, please welcome Oregon Athletic Director Rob Mullins and junior lacrosse player Shannon Williams.
Can we give another round of applause for Jordan Kent for being an outstanding MC? I think it was mentioned earlier, but Jordan will be one of the 6 members of the 2018 Hall of Fame class at the University of Oregon. So congratulations again, Jordan. Our mission at the University of Oregon Athletic Department is to provide a first-class student-athlete experience and strive for broad-based excellence. And we're accomplishing this mission because of everyone in this room tonight. So thanks for all that you do, and I hope you've enjoyed the chance to kind of reminisce about a wonderful year. The 4 teams nominated for Female Team of the Year have turned record-setting and unprecedented performances that have brought great distinction to the University of Oregon.
All we have to talk about in this category are national champions, Pac-12 champions, Elite 8, College World Series teams, and Triple Crowns. Here are the nominees for Female Team of the Year.
Best women's team. Women's basketball. Women's cross country. Softball. Women's track and field.
And the O goes to women's track and field.
The women of Oregon made history in June of 2017, becoming the first track and field program in history to win NCAA championships in cross country, indoor track and field, and outdoor track and field in the same season. They also earned Terry Crawford Women's D1 Program of the Year for the 9th consecutive season.
I had the honor of competing in cross country and indoor and outdoor last year, and I just wanted to say that competing with these ladies in all three was a really exciting and special experience, and everyone works so hard, and we're all so grateful, and we just anybody like to add anything? Okay, well thank you, and have a good night everyone, and go Ducks.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it.
Let's give it up one more time for all of our winners this evening. That'll do it for this year's show. How about another round of applause for all the fine folks behind the scenes that help put things on? Have a wonderful rest of your evening, rest of the school year, and go Ducks.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels